Okay, so the last two examples we did, we divided by monomials, but now we're going to take it a step farther and we're going to divide by binomials. All right, so we're going to set it up the exact same way. We've got 6x squared plus 13x minus 5. We're going to divide that by 2x plus 5. All right, so the thing to remember with these, no matter how many terms you have over here, you're only going to look at this first one. And you're going to see how many times this goes into here. And I say how many times, I know that's not completely accurate. I'm going back to what I say when I'm doing long division with numbers, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, so 2x goes into 6x squared. 2x multiplied by what gives me 6x squared? Well, it's 3x. And I'm going to put that in my column that has the x's. So 3x times 2x, this is 6x squared. But now I also need to multiply this 3x by this 5. Okay, so 3x times 5 is 15x. Okay, just like long division, I'm going to subtract these now. So change these signs. Those give me a 0 like they're supposed to. 13x minus 15x is a negative 2x. And then I drop a term down, just like with long division. 2x goes into negative 2x, negative 1 time. And I should do this too. Okay, I'm just looking at this one again. This one into this one, negative 1 times. So negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And when I subtract these, I get 0, which means I don't have, excuse me, which means I don't have a remainder. All right. So now I would like you to try this one. So go ahead and pause your video. All right, so let's try this one. We've got 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 divided by x minus 4. And again, I'm just looking at this main one here. I'm going to see what it multiplies to give me 2x squared. So x times 2x gives me 2x squared. So 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times negative 4 gives me a negative 8x. Okay? Subtract, this is going to change that sign. So this is 3x minus 12. And now I'm looking at what multiplies by x to give me 3x. And that is 3. So 3x, or 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And when I subtract these, that gives me a 0. So my answer is 2x plus 3. All right. Now we're going to take it even a step further. As you can imagine, these can get pretty complicated. Now one thing I want you to notice, before when we were doing these, we had columns, right? We had like x cubed, x squared, x, and then we had constants if there were any. What you notice here is that there is no x squared term. So we need to create one. Every term, every exponent, okay, needs to have a spot. So we've got 5x to the 4th plus 14x cubed, and then I'm going to put in plus 0x squared, okay, plus 9x. And that is divided by x squared plus 3x. Now, if we're missing some over here, if we're missing, it doesn't matter. It's just this one that's under the division sign that has to have a spot for each exponent. Okay, so again, I'm just looking at this one. Let's see, what times x squared gives me 5x to the 4th? Well, it's 5x squared. So 5x squared times x squared is 5x to the 4th. 5x squared times 3x is 15x cubed. Gonna subtract this, so I change this sign. I have negative x cubed. Gonna drop this down, plus 0x squared. So what times x squared gives me negative x to the 3rd? Negative x, okay? Negative x times x squared is negative x to the 3rd. Don't forget the straggler here. Negative x times 3x is minus 3x squared. So now we subtract. I'm going to change this sign. So this is 3x squared. Drop down a 9x. I didn't underline that one before. Okay. What times x squared gives me 3x squared? Well, a 3. So 3 times x squared is 3x squared, and 3 times 3x is 9x. And when I subtract these, I get 0. So there's no remainder. All right. So now I would like you to try this one, and we will do this one on the next video.